aka Miculek, the head instructor for the Babes with Bullets Ladies Action Shooting Camps. I'm here today to show you the proper way to load and unload a semi-automatic firearm, handgun specifically. So I have my Smith & Wesson M&P pistol. We're unloaded at this point. Now, before you introduce the ammunition to the firearm, I always want you to have your shooting grip on the handgun. So I'm right-handed. This is my shooting grip. So before I insert the magazine, I have my shooting grip so this hand never has to move again. When I get my magazine, I have magazine loaded with 9mm rounds. Trying to get it in the habit of what we call pointing the magazine into the mag well. The mag well is the opening at the bottom of the grip where the magazine fits. So, finger along the front of the magazine, I bring the handgun up to almost eye level, tilt it slightly, being sure that I keep the muzzle pointed downrange. I'm actually looking at the bottom edge of the mag well. So I'm here, I get the magazine started into the mag well, remove that finger, and give it a good firm tap to make sure that it's fully seated. Now once again, I make sure the gun is pointed in the safe direction. With my weak hand, I reach over the top of the slide in contact with the cocking serrations, pull the slide to the rear, and now you will see there's the round, the first round in the magazine, you can see right there. When I release the slide, it goes forward, it strips that first round out of the magazine into the chamber, and now I have a fully loaded handgun and it's ready to go. So that's a proper way to load the handgun. More importantly, the proper way to unload a semi-automatic firearm. And first I'm going to show you a few ways to do it that are not right. This is the way people unload a semi-automatic handgun, and you end up reading about them getting shot with an unloaded gun. One thing they do is simply take the magazine out and then they think they have unloaded the firearm. But that is definitely not the case. Again, there is a round in the chamber, and that's the one that counts. So just taking the magazine out does not get the round out of the chamber. You must first take the magazine out and then rack the slide so that that round is ejected. And then the last thing you do, and I don't care if I just saw that round come out and hit the ground, the last thing I'm going to do is physically look inside the chamber to ensure that it is empty. Once I see that the chamber is empty, I let the slide go forward again. I point the gun in a safe direction and pull the trigger on an empty chamber. So it's really a double check, a two-check system. I check the chamber to make sure it's unloaded, and then I pull the trigger on an unloaded chamber to also ensure that it's loaded. Then I'm free to bag the gun or reholster or whatever I'm going to do with it. Let me show you another common mistake when unloading the semi-automatic pistol. Once again, I've loaded it, I've got one in the chamber. So another common mistake when I go to unload, I think, okay, I know there's one in the chamber that I need to get out. So let me get that one out of the chamber. All right, so now I've cleared my chamber. I take the magazine out and I've got an unloaded gun. Now I hope you caught that, because remember, every time you rack the slide, you put another round into the chamber. So I was not unloaded. Just racking the slide and removing the magazine does not unload the gun once again, because when I rack that slide, I put another one into the chamber. That is why no matter what you do, no matter how you load or unload, the last thing you do is physically look inside the chamber. That way you will never have that accidental discharge thinking you have an unloaded gun. So now that you know the way to properly load and unload a semi-automatic pistol, go out to the range and give it a try. Go to the National Shooting Sports Foundation's wheretoshoot.org. And remember, firearm safety depends on you.